Hey there, and welcome. Today we're going to dive into something that, let's be honest, makes pretty much everyone's palms sweat: the formal introduction. We're going to break it all down, build it back up, and give you a killer framework so you can walk into any situation and introduce yourself with total confidence.
Ugh, those four little words, right? So tell me about yourself, especially for students. Whether you're in a college interview, a new class, or just meeting someone important, this question can feel like a total ambush. It's so easy to either start rambling or just completely freeze up.
But here's the thing. What if I told you there's a simple, super powerful structure you could use every single time? Well, there is. And right now, we're going to go from that feeling of panic to having a clear, effective answer that you can actually be proud of.
All right, so let's get right into it. A great introduction isn't about being some kind of magical improviser. Nope, it's all about preparation and having a strong structure that you can make your own. Think of it less like a test and more like a blueprint for making an absolutely brilliant first impression.
Okay, so here's the roadmap we're going to follow, broken down into 5 super clear steps. We'll kick things off with a polite opening, then we'll build your credibility with a solid foundation of facts. After that, we'll sprinkle in your personality to make you memorable, link all of that to your future ambition, and finally, stick the landing with a really strong close. Let's jump into step 1. All right, first things first. Look, before we get to all the cool stuff about your dreams and ambitions, we gotta lay down the groundwork. This part is all about establishing who you are, right here, right now, with clear, essential facts that build immediate credibility. And it all starts right here. Kicking things off with a little bit of gratitude is such a simple move, but wow, it immediately sets this respectful and professional tone. It just shows that you value the other person's time and attention, and that's a really powerful way to begin any conversation. Okay, with that polite opening done, you move right into the non-negotiable building blocks: your full name, where you're from, your school history, and what you're studying now. What you're doing here is being super efficient. You're giving them a perfect little snapshot of your background in just a few seconds. No fluff. So, why do we do this? Why does this matter so much? Well, starting with clear, objective facts builds instant credibility. It shows you're organized, you're straightforward. See, you're not just telling them who you are, you're showing them that you're a serious, credible person right from the jump. Okay, foundation, check. It's solid. Now it's time for the fun part: adding some color. This next step is all about moving beyond the basic facts on your resume and giving them a little peek at the real person behind the grades. And this slide is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. You can really see the huge difference between just stating a generic fact and, well, telling a mini story. I mean, anyone can say, I enjoy reading. But when you add the why, like you're fascinated by leadership, you turn a boring hobby into a memorable passion. It gives them something to actually connect with. Now, you can also throw in a quick line about your family. It's totally optional, of course, but sometimes it can be this really nice, grounding detail that just makes you more human. You know, a simple sentence about what your parents do can add a little more context about where you come from. All right, next up is your ambition. This is where you connect the dots between your present and your future. So, you see how it works? You start with a short-term goal, like graduating with good grades. That shows you're focused on what's right in front of you. Then you follow it up with your big long-term goal, which shows you have direction. It tells a really compelling story about your drive. Okay, you've done all the heavy lifting. You've laid the foundation. You've shown your personality. You've shared your ambition. But listen, the way you end this is every bit as important as how you start. You have to stick the landing. And here it is. That's all about me. Thank you. Just notice how simple and powerful that is. There's no awkward fumbling, no, so, yeah. It's just a clean, direct, and really confident closing. So why is that so effective? What's the magic here? Well, first, it's confident. You're not searching for more words. It's concise, so you're respecting their time. It's polite, ending with gratitude just like you started. And this is crucial, it's a crystal clear signal that you're done. No ambiguity. So we've just walked through this awesome, really effective template. But the key now, and this is the most important part, is to take this structure and make it truly, authentically yours. You have to see this as a blueprint, not a rigid script you have to memorize word for word. So, what do you do now? Here's your action plan, nice and simple. Start with the structure we just talked about. Fill it in with your details, your real passions, your genuine goals. And then, and this is key, read it out loud. Does it actually sound like you? Practice it until it feels natural. The goal is not to sound like a robot reading a script. The goal is to know your story so well that it just flows out of you. You know, they say you only get one chance to make a first impression. And it's true. Being prepared with a structured, thoughtful introduction isn't just about impressing someone else. It shows respect for the situation, and it shows respect for yourself.
Because at the end of the day, your introduction is so much more than just a list of facts. It's the very first page of your story.